welcome to Yoga with Aya. This is the first yoga video of 2021. I hope you all have a nice Christmas and a Happy New Year. So grab your mat and slip in something comfortable and let's begin. So today we are going to work on our breathing. Especially nowadays you are wearing a mask in a public, and the quality breath really matters when you come to a yoga practice. So think about taking a quality big inhale and exhale throughout the practice. So let's begin with comfortable cross-leg seated pose. You can use your blocks if you like. You can place underneath your knees. You can tilt if you like. And place your hands down on your knees, palm facing up or facing down. Begin to find your center and close your eyes if you are comfortable. Okay, find comfortable cross-leg seated pose. You can slowly bring your awareness to your breath. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Have a nice big inhale from your nose and exhale out through your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Okay, so you can make a hitchhike finger to cover one nostril. I usually cover one nostril with my thumb. So inhale from your right nostril and cover your left. Exhale from your right. Inhale from your right. And exhale out of the other nostril. So I often count about 4 count inhale, hold for 2 breaths, and exhale in 4 counts. So you can find the way you feel comfortable with. Just make sure to relax and count your breath if that suits you. This simple exercise always help you calm down, release your stress. Just try not to lift shoulders here. Okay, take a few moments, come back to your own breath. Okay, now place your right hand to your chest. Slow inhale, begin to look up to the ceiling. With your exhale, bring your head back to center. Now inhale, begin to look down, tuck your chin towards your chest. Exhale, bring your head back to center. Now we're gonna tilt your head. Inhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Make sure your right shoulder won't lift up. Exhale, bring your head back to center. Nice slow inhale, begin to tilt your head to the other side. And bring your head back to center. Place your hands together at heart center. Perhaps it's a good time to set an intention for your personal practice. Okay, blink your eyes open and inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, twist over to your right side. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, bring your hands up. Same thing one more time. Make sure to twist from your torso rather than just neck and shoulder. Last time to your left side. And reach your hands up. Exhale, release. Now right hand on your mat. Inhale to reach your left hand up. Exhale, reach towards your right side. So you can feel the nice stretch coming from your right side of your torso. Actually, left side of the torso, excuse me. You can look down on your mat if you feel more comfortable, or you can look at the neutral spot, or you can look at the direction of your top hand. Slowly come back to center. Let's switch side. Inhale to reach your right hand up. Exhale, bend over to your left side. So you can adjust your bottom hand and making sure your right knee is still touching the mat. Depends on how much stretch you want to get out of. You can walk your left hand a little bit more out. Okay, come back to center. Now place both hands in front. Crawl your fingertips forward and pause. So you don't want to go all the way immediately. You want to just let your hip chance to open up. As your hips open up, I'm just going to face to the other side so you can see better. So as your hips open up, you can lower your forehead down towards the mat. Massage your third eye center if you like. And I understand that many people can kiss that mat with your forehead. In that case, you can bring your pillow or a block, place in between. And you can walk your fingertips a little bit farther away from you. Make sure to stay with your breath. And slowly come to tabletop pose. Your hands right underneath your shoulder, knees underneath your hip, and knees hip distance apart. We're going to warm up with cat and cow. Inhale. Hollow belly, arching your back, look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale back to cow pose, look up. Exhale, round your back, place the mat away from you. So on your own, take your time. Do your cat and cow. If you like to place the block underneath your hands, you can. Now tuck your toes under, walk your hands towards your knees. Sit up and shake your hands. Maybe roll up. Interlace your hands and place the hands away from you. Look down. Exhale, flip your hands and look up. Let's go back to tabletop pose. Now we're gonna do little different cat and cow. So first, arching your back and look up. Now shift your hip to your right side. Look to your right. Inhale, back to cow pose. And exhale, shift your hip to your left side and look over your left side. Come back to center, go to the right, and come back to center, look up, and go to the left. So I'm doing slowly right now, but once you get the rhythm, you can begin moving like a waves. So this is the variation of cat and cow. Just stick with your Ujjayi breath. Make a connection with your breath and mind. Find your center, tuck your toes under. Again, walk your hands towards your knee. Come up, roll your hands out. Interlace your hands, place the hands away from you. Look down to your chin. And exhale, flip your hands up and look up. Okay, find your tabletop pose again. Inhale to lift your right hand up, look up, making sure you're creating space underneath your heart here. Exhale, thread the needle. So you can keep your left hand underneath your shoulder, or you can walk the hand forward or make a half bind, whatever you feel comfortable with, that's fine. Okay, slowly begin to reach your right hand up to the sky and exhale, release. Okay, let's do the other side. Inhale to reach your left hand to the sky. Roll up your hand. Create your space underneath your chest. Exhale, thread the needle. Again, you can kind of play around with your right hand however you like. Okay, slowly reach the hand up. And exhale, back to tabletop pose. Tuck your toes under, coming up to downward facing dog. Walk your dog, bending one knee at a time. So first, down dog, the knee can be a little bit stiff, so bend your knees deeply. Press your chest towards your knees and hold. So your heels are reaching up. Place the mat away from you. And begin to lower your right heel down. Look to your right. Bend your right knee. This time begin to lower your left heel down and look to your left. Bend both knees, place your chest towards your knees. Slowly drop your knees down, untuck your toes, back to tabletop pose. Now come into a child's pose. Sit over your heels and drop your head down. Come back to Ujjayi breath if you have lost. Slowly come up to all fours. Now bend both elbows and drop your chin. Slowly drop everything down, forehead down. Now slowly lift your chest up to baby cobra pose. Keep your elbow hugging towards your rib cage. And slowly come back to child's pose. And back to tabletop pose so you can see the routine here. Drop your chin down, come back flat on your belly. Come up on your baby cobra pose. If you like cobra pose, you can come to that. So move with your own breath. If you like to move slower, you can certainly do that. Okay, last one. Slowest one. Move like a slow motion here. Now extend your left arm and bend your right knee. Place outside of your left leg. It's a little shoulder stretch, making sure your left ear is touching the mat the whole time. So you can adjust your right hand. The closer your hand is towards your chest, more stretch you can feel from the other shoulder you're stretching. Okay, let's switch side. This time bend your left knee, place outside of your right leg. Please make sure to keep your head down there. Now come up on the baby cobra pose. You can hover your hands or interlace your hands behind. Just using your upper body strength to lift. Now drop your forehead down to rest for a few seconds before you lift yourself up to tabletop pose. Tuck your toes under. Lift your tailbone up to downward facing dog. Walk your dog or straight to down dog and hold steady. Imagine being the upside down V shape here. Place your hands down equally. Now walk your feet to the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbow, come into a standing forward bend. You can micro bend your knees if you like. Shake your head if that feels okay. Inhale to halfway lift. Nice 90 degrees to your spine, to your hip. Gaze straight down. Exhale to forward fold. Now lounge your back, slowly come up to standing. Reach your hands up to the sky. Exhale, play your hands. Just quick reset your breath here. Okay, Okay, hands by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, place your hands together and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, both hands down, step back with your right foot, come into a low lunge. Drop the right knee down, untuck your toes, come up. You can place your hands on your knees or point your fingertips down towards the floor or reach the hands up to the sky. Any variation is okay here. Making sure to plant your left foot nice and firm. Okay, slowly release your hands down, tuck your back toes under, back to low lunge. This time inhale to reach your left hand up, little twist here. Exhale back to low lunge. Now slowly shoot your left foot high, shake the leg off. Exhale to downward facing dog. You can have a cleansing breath if you like. When you are ready, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, back to the 90 degrees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice and slow. Rise and shine. Reach your hands up. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Back to Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, nice and slow forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step back with your left foot. Low lunge. Drop your left knee down. Again, any variation of low lunge is okay here. Just relax your shoulder down. So your right knee shouldn't pass your right toes. So keep your about 90 degrees angle on your right knee. Okay, both hands down, back to low lunge. Oh, I forgot the twist here, but you're supposed to twist to your right side. Okay, shake your right leg out in three-leg dog, back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and have a cleansing breath. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Round your back nice and slow. Rise and shine. And this time add in mini back bend. Support your lower back, arching your back and look up. Exhale. Tadasana. Hands together at heart center. Release your hands by your side. Now place your hands together at heart center. Slowly begin to lift your right knee up. It doesn't have to be that high. And roll up your right foot in a circle. Exhale. Modify warrior 3. So keep your left knee, standing leg bent. And come back to one leg Tadasana. So we're going to do the same thing couple of times. Exhale, place your hands behind. Open up your fingertips. Come back to center, back to Tadasana. You can do the same thing with your hands on your hips if that feels better to you. So if you find this little too hard, you can do in front of the counter or in front of the wall and have your hands on the counter or on the wall. Okay, shake it off a little bit. before switching to the other side. Again, hands together in Namaste. Lift your left knee up. Doesn't have to be too high if you don't want to. When you are ready, begin to send the leg behind. Airplane arm. Open up your fingertips. So keep your standing knee bent for this exercise. Stick with your own breath. Move in your own pace. And release both feet down. Great job. I know this is a little bit hard. Okay, find Tadasana with your hands together at heart center. Okay, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bend both knees, come into chair pose. Now send both hands behind and scoop up to Tadasana. Now back to chair pose. Send your hands back and scoop up to Tadasana. Back to chair pose. Exhale, drinking birds. Lift your heels up. Inhale, heels down and scoop up, Tadasana. One more time. Drinking birds. If you are not comfortable lifting your heels up, you can keep your heels down. Now slowly come back to chair pose. And hold it. And you want to sit just a little bit lower. And hold. And again, little bit lower. Try to put your weight towards your heels instead of your toes. Slowly come up. Baby back bend. Either supported one or unsupported one is fine. Back to Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands down on your mat. Shake your head if you like. And step back to downward facing dog. Lift your kneecap, tailbone shooting up to the sky. And place your hands away from you. Now bring your right foot in between your hands. If you can do in a one step, you can drag your foot down or go through three-leg dog to use the swing motion. Whatever it works for you, that's fine. So right foot is in between your hands. Look forward, engage your back foot. Come up to high lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Make sure both hips are facing forward. Now slide open to warrior two. Your shoulders are equal level. Exhale to reverse warrior. And extend the side angle. So from top of your hand to the bottom of your foot, one straight line. One more time on reverse warrior. Exhale, wing your hands down. Back to low lunge. Inhale, shoot your right foot high, three-leg dog. Exhale, begin to shift your body forward, coming to three-leg chaturanga. If it's too hard, you can do the regular chaturanga or even skip all this and go straight to downward facing dog. It's on your practice. You can do however you like. Now place your left foot in between your hands. Look forward, engage your back leg and come up. Relax your shoulders down again. So your left knee shouldn't pass your left toes here. Slide open to warrior two. Inhale to reverse warrior, reach back. Exhale, extend this side angle. So you should be feeling a nice stretch from your left side of your torso here. Okay, reach back to reverse warrior one more time. Exhale, wing your hands down. Pivot your back toes front to low lunge. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, prepare for Chaturanga Dandasana here. Tuck your toes under, back to downward facing dog. If you like cleansing breath here to let the heat out, you can. This time, walk your hands towards your feet. Come to standing forward bend. Inhale to halfway lift. Keep your gaze straight down. Exhale, forward fold. Round your back. Come up, Tadasana. Reach up. And this time, grab your left wrist and bend to your right. Come back to center, grab opposite side, bend to your left. Come back to center, to Tadasana. Reset your breath here. Okay, this time begin to lift your right heel up. Standing on your left leg, bring your right foot forward. I know your leg feels pretty heavy here, so you can hold with your hands if you like. Or you can grab big toes. So today I'm just working on my leg, so not grabbing it. Okay, let's switch side. Bring your left foot forward. Stay strong. Great. Release both feet down. Now your feet a little bit wider than your mat distance apart. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, point your toes out. Come into a horse pose. Bend both knees. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend your knees back to horse pose. So you don't want to stick your butt out as you bend down to horse pose. You want to keep your tailbone pointing down towards the floor. So we're going to do a couple of times. Now adding a shoulder rotation. Inhale to bring your left shoulder to the center of your body, looking over your right shoulder. And switch side. Again, tailbone is not sticking out. Come back to center. Inhale to stop pose, and make your legs a little bit wider so you can do a wide leg forward fold. Left hand down, inhale, reach your right hand up. Exhale, switch the hand. Inhale to lift the other hand up. Release both hands down. You can make the legs even wider to drop your head down. Of course, you can always grab the block underneath your head. Grab outside of your calf or shin if you want to work on that leg behind. Or you can support your head with your elbows by your ears. Okay, prepare to come out. Walk your feet as wide as your mat this time. Prepare for Malasana. You can shimmy your hips side to side to get down. You can always place the block underneath your hip too. Hands together at heart center. Just have a couple breaths here. Okay, release your hands down. On your knees, preparing for Camel Pose today. So your knees about 2 fists apart or about block apart. Tuck your toes under to start to elevate your heels. You reach up and arch your back. So graze your heels first. Again, inhale, reach up. Grab the heel this time. And other heel. Look up. You can always do the supported version by holding your lower back instead. Okay, we're gonna do one more time. This time I'm demonstrating without elevating the heels. If you like to do the same one, you can go ahead and tuck your toes under. Do the same one as the first one. Okay, great job. Let's take a break in Child's Pose. So Camel Pose is one of the hard pose. If you can't do it, just try not to overanalyze. Just do the modified version, and slowly you can make the back strength build up, and you can do little by little. Okay, come back to tabletop pose. Tuck your toes under. Back to downward facing dog. Walk your leg if you like, or stay hold. Inhale to shoot your right foot up. Exhale, round your back, knee to your nose. Inhale, reach the foot high, back to three-leg dog. Exhale, knee to your nose. Prepare for pigeon pose here, half pigeon pose. So you can lean to your right hip, look back, making sure your left leg is nice and straight. First, you want to lift your chest up to the sky. And exhale, begin to walk your hands down. So you can stay your head lifted if you like, or use the block to rest. Or you can directly rest your forehead to your forearms or on the mat. Have a couple of nice soothing ujjayi breath here. And slowly lift your chest up. Now left hand behind and bring the leg all the way to the front and cross over your right knee. So both knees are in line together at the center of your mat. We're gonna do twists here. First, you're gonna reach your right hand up, place behind your hips. Reach your left hand up, bend that elbow, and place inside of the knee. Try not to lounge your back here, and always initiate. Otherwise, you're just sitting here. Okay, let's do the other side. Left hand behind. Exhale, bend your right elbow placed outside of the knee. Again, engage your body to do that twist. Okay, come back to center. Take your time to go back to downward facing dog. When you're ready, shoot your left foot high. Exhale, round your back knee to your nose. Again, inhale to lift that leg high. Exhale, round your back. And prepare for half pigeon pose. You can lean on your left hip. Make sure your right leg behind is nice and straight. Inhale to lift your chest up. Exhale, slowly lower your head down. So usually one side is a little bit tighter than the other side. Just take a note of it. If you like to stay longer, you can hold the video and stay longer. Slowly come out, right hand behind to help bring in the right leg over your left knee. Again, knees are in line together at the center of your mat. Left hand behind, inhale, reach your right hand up. Exhale, place the elbow inside of the leg. Always engage in your belly button. Okay, let's do the other side. Right hand behind, left hand reach up. Exhale, bend that elbow. Keep your back as straight as possible. Okay, come back to center. We're gonna have a quick butterfly pose. Place the bottom of your feet together and bounce your knees. Okay, now send your feet a little bit forward. You wanna have a nice diamond shape in front of you, and place your hands from underneath and rest on top of your feet and lower your forehead down. So again, not everybody can touch the feet with forehead. Just grab pillow or block you can place in between. The more you relax, the more benefit you can get out of any yoga poses. Okay, slowly come out of it. Extend both legs straight. Come to a stuffed seated pose. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Relax your shoulders down. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, reach forward. So you want to keep your flat back here. You can grab toes, big toe, or you can grab behind shin or whatever you can. So you want to Blink your gaze over your toes. Try not to look straight down. And slowly round your back and lift your body up in the end. Okay, now bend your right knee, right foot by your side. Lean back or reach for the blocks and rest your elbows down on your block. You can look straight forward or you can look up to the ceiling if you're comfortable. Or of course you can remove the blocks, get down all the way flat on your back. Let your belly button reach towards the floor and let your shoulders sink down. So there's always layer for everyone. Slowly come out of it. And let's do the other side. I'm just facing the other side because it's getting sunnier here. But you can just stay there and just switch the side. Okay, again, use the blocks if you like. Lean back. You can always stay here instead of going all the way down. It's a good way to exercise and stretch your hamstring. Slowly come out of it. This time blink both knees into your chest. You can hug opposite elbows if you like. Just move any way you like here, massaging your spine. And place the bottom of your feet against the ceiling and extend your legs straight up. And begin to lower your legs halfway, hands over your head, and reach your leg up. So we are doing little ab exercise here. I think I will do like total of 10, but you can do like a 2 or 5, whatever you are feeling comfortable. Just make sure to stick with your ujjayi breath. I might be moving a little too fast here. You can go as slow as you like. So focusing on your belly button, reaching down the whole time. Okay, hug your knees into your chest when you're done. Move any way you like again. And again, send both feet to the sky. This time, you're gonna place hands underneath your head and do the reverse crunch. Inhale to lift your head up, exhale to down. I'm gonna add twist here. So right hand go outside of your left and left hand going outside of your right leg. So I'm gonna do 10 each side, and again, if it's too much, just do whatever you can. I like always adding a twist to the ab workout so you can get little detox effect to it. Okay, now when you're done, place the bottom of your feet together. If you like to use the block, you can. And place your hands on your rib cage and relax. If you like to count your breath, you can. Just make a good connection with your breath here. Okay, remove your block. Blink your heels in a little bit. Prepare for bridge pose. Begin to lift your hips up. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale to reach your hips up. Tuck your shoulder underneath. Inhale to reach up. You can interlace your hands underneath, or you can grab a block and rest your hips on the block of any height you prefer. Okay, slowly reach one leg to the sky at a time. Slowly removing the block, but you don't want to just grab it and remove it. You want to do gradually, like change the height of the block. And finally, remove. You can come to a full body stretch. I like having a block underneath the hips to do the full body stretch. You can get little extra pull on your belly button to the stomach. So it's a nice way to modify your full body stretch here. Okay, if you're using a block, you can remove it now. Okay, prepare for the final twist. Right leg over your left side, so eagle leg. Look opposite side of your knees. Make sure to keep your shoulders on the mat the whole time. Okay, come back to center, and you want to equalize, so you can uncross and swing your knees left, right, couple of times before you cross over your left knee to your right side. This time, gaze to your right. And come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Final squeeze. Lift your forehead towards your knees. Squeeze tight. Squeeze everything. Squeeze. And finally, let everything out. Find comfortable Savasana pose. You can come back to your natural breath at this moment. Be really comfortable, like a floating in the water. You can stay as long as in Shavasana, but when you're ready to come out, wiggle your fingertips and toes. Touch your thumb with every fingertips.
Have a nice full body stretch. Bend both knees and roll over to your favorite side. Take a few moments. And when you're ready, come to a seated pose.
Thank you so much for practicing with me, and see you next time. Namaste.